so this whole back side, right? I really don't remember the last time. So there was a tree there. There was a tree over there. We cut it down. The quail coop used to be here. We moved that over there and turned it into a chicken coop. We're gonna move that rose. It's struggled. It's the probably the only original thing to this yard that is still here since we moved in, and I love it. It's a beautiful deep fuchsia. It smells amazing. It makes great jelly. So, but it struggles. Like that little rock at the bottom is holding it up. Okay, so we're gonna move her. We're gonna move her, and I'll show you where in a second. And then we're gonna fence this area, like from here. That's a we gotta burn that brush. From here all the way to here, we're gonna fence it off, and this is gonna be a chicken run. Okay. It's not like a fancy chicken run. This is just a place where they can come and I can dump my compost and then go through it. This is elderberry. It was huge. It was up to the wires. I got so many berries off of it, but it was just out of control. So we did a hard prune. You can see there's some fire ants. A hard prune on it. That looks really rough. I probably should just cut that whole branch down. But anyway, so next year it should be a lot more manageable. Also, my little Brittany Spaniel, Amber, passed away, so that's where she's buried. We put those pavers on there so that Loki wouldn't dig around there. Quietness Rose doesn't normally get this tall, but it's tall and it's leaning this way, right? Because that was giving way too much shade. Compost tumbler, only necessary for things I wouldn't normally feed, like the quail or the chickens. This is my guava. It had some beautiful flowers. It should be self-fertile is what I was told, so I'm hoping in a year, maybe next year, we'll get some. Ooh, he's feeling himself today. Some fruit. My man, Loki. Okay. So this is my other native elderberry. It was just a seedling that my husband brought home. It's the exact same thing, variety as that, but it's different. Actually, physically, genetically, a little different, so that the pollination will be better. Okay, what, buddy? Okay. All right, man. This is a black sugar cane that I'm gonna mulch really heavily again. It's got new ones coming up. So I always wanted sugar cane, and I live in an area where I might be able to get it done. So I'm hoping it will spread along this back fence. These are cuttings from the goji berries that were in the other garden. And I took 3 cuttings of each, put them in here. All 3 of them are flowering. So that, and I wanted to wait until these were established before I cut those down, because God forbid, right, that I just yank them up and now I don't have any goji berries, right? That is a comfrey baby. This is within here a lamb's ear baby. Also, I had a bunch of extra garlic, so I just planted it like in this whole area. I read your chickens can eat garlic, okay, and they can eat onions. It may flavor the eggs, but I'm pretty sure they're not gonna eat that much onions. I can't let you in here yet because I can't videotape and but this is our chicken coop. Isn't it awesome? We repurposed the quail coop. Where are you, babies? There you are. Well, that sucks because of the chicken wire, but okay, so those are 4 Whitings True Blue. You can look on my IG for other videos of them, and I may do a separate video for them. So anyway, repurposed the quail coop, moved it over here, which was a pain in the ass, by the way. Hubs put this on. So we screwed these wooden boards on to this with, like, I don't know if you can see it, with like a plumbing strip, like pipe. I don't know. It's like a strip, a metal tape with a bunch of holes in it. I don't know what it's called. I'm a girl. Okay. So anyway, and then we fastened these boards on to these wooden strips. So the whole bottom half is hardwood cloth to keep predators from getting in, and then we covered any other openings with chain wire. This may seem like I'm gonna talk about that later. So anyway, I got a beauty berry bush volunteer. I was so excited because I have one in the shade in the back corner, and it never really puts out a lot of berries. So I'm thrilled about this because beauty berries are edible by humans if you're careful, but definitely by birds. I transplanted a ton of comfrey along the edge here because comfrey is great for your birds. They make the yolks oranger, they make the birds happier. This is where I want to put that rose. I want to put it right here on this corner where it gets plenty of sun and will do well. So this is where the quail are kept now. It's the quinel. I'll do another video on it some other time if I need to. And this is the backyard veggies beds. So last time I think there was like a strip and some of these containers that we were growing in. Now we have rocks on the edge for when it rains. Pretty decent. All of these beds were filled with old wood mulch bedding from this quail coop, which the sweet potato has grown all over the quail coop, which is great. I think that's awesome. So anyway, the plan was to make another bed right here, but I think what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna put a bed like from here, because I want to keep this in the bed, right? So a little bed here, we'll put another Dilla pavers right here, because I want to arch over here, I want to arch over here, I want to arch over here. Excuse me. So we'll do a few arches, and then from here over, we're going to clean this area up and turn it into just a sitting area. I am still going to have my container just, growing around the sitting area. My bog garden, which I love, that's on IG. If you haven't seen my bog garden video, you should go watch it. So anyway, that's the plan. And I'm going to turn this into a sand bed because I have some things I'd like to grow that only do really well in sand. And I think it would be a fun adventure. So that's what I'm going to do. Between now and when we turn this into a sitting area, me and Hubs are going to clean this area up hopefully this weekend. Really clean out all the junk around here, and then scatter some bluebonnet seeds because who doesn't love bluebonnet? Alright, so that's the back veggie garden update, right? So nothing is planted here. This is still pretty fresh. It needs to break down. The nitrogen is going to have to break down a little more. Constantly fighting nut sedge. Some of my cabbages are up. Nut sedge. You can see some of my seedlings have sprouted. So it's just, a matter of time. It's the cool weather, so things will start popping up soon. This is a Fairy Fingers eggplant, the only spicy jalapeno plant I have, and boy is it getting loaded. Gochujang, like Korean hot peppers, and some volunteer tomatoes. This bed's kind of crapped out, but I want to grow what I can. It's that time of year where the fire ants are just insane, so that's what I'm fighting with right now. But I should have a pretty decent fall garden coming in this bed, so that's my hope.